We're in the second round, the last race to see who makes it to the final four. We're at Iowa tonight, but right now we're going to go to some qualifying, watch these guys qualify a little bit. See if we can get there.
Damn, Vegas. So, are we going to run trucks again next season? Or?
No, I think Xfinity.
Wish. That'd be fun. Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Let these guys get going here.
Fun, but Xfinity, I agree, they won't change it up, man.
Here we go.
Coming to the pit.
I don't even need a pit stop here. I don't even know where the fucking I am.
Alright, fellas. Welcome to FTR truck racing playoffs. These guys are just going to do some qualifying right now, so get started. But anyways, I'm going to say thanks for tuning in. Looks like we're looking at the 26 truck right now, which is Kinrod's. They're all getting their trucks all fuel dumped out, lightening up their load so they can get out there and run some fast laps. Get that P1 position in the starting field. They're all coming out of the pit now, getting all bundled up. Gonna hit the track, spread them out, get some qualifying in. Looks like there goes Manry. A couple other ones went before him. There goes looks like JD. Kind of looks like you got the 26 truck calling them out, and we'll scan the field to see what's going on. Uh-oh, fire truck is already spinning out. Number 23, Dark Knight, getting his qualifying laps in. Got Jay Manry, 32 truck, getting his qualifying laps in. See who else we got on the track. Number 4 truck, JD. Well, he's done. Uh-huh. There's Fanugi going in the pit. Okay, got Super Dave out here in the 21 truck. Now we got Hellraiser in a 3 truck. All these guys are just qualifying to see where they're starting. We've been off for the last couple of weeks because of the Christmas and holidays and stuff, so we're just getting back started. I think we got this stage, round 2, the last race, and then after this race, the top 4 in points will make it to the championship race, and that will be next week. So we'll see who gets all the marbles in next week. There's an N on the 38 truck. And it looks like Kinrod, he's probably the last one as far as qualifying. Looks like they're just finishing up qualifying except for the 26 truck there. After he gets done, then they'll mess around for a little bit, run their timers out, and then we'll get set, stack them up, and we'll be hitting the road. Pedal to the metal. Right now they're all just messing around. Yep. Fire truck sitting up there on the inside wall, taking a little break. Dark Knight going into pit, following Kinrod. Like Jay Manry just sitting up on the wall too. Wait to get started. JD and Fanugi up there in front of them. They're all running through the pits here. Oh, he gives old Fanugi a nice little push out of the way, man. Get out of my way. Let's try with JD a little bit here and see what kind of lines he runs. Trying to stick it on the low side there. Coming out high across the start finish line. Dropping back down low there in turn one. Excuse me. Trying to get his lines down to see where his truck sticks at, you know, for the main race. There's Fanugi. He just putting around the track trying to run that time out. I can't wait to get this thing going, man. It's been a couple of weeks. See some of these boys race. Just kind of panning around, man. Just watching these guys just trying to run the clock out, qualifying. I'm surprised we ain't getting no demolition derby like we usually get. You know, when they get done qualifying, they usually try to wreck each other and stuff. You know, it gets kind of comical sometimes. These guys, they're just doing their own thing right now. Come on, Fanugi, keep that thing off the wall. I thought for sure Fanugi was gonna give old Dark Knight a little push, but he decided not to. Alright, looks like they're finished. Let's see who's got the pole here. Looks like Dark Knight got the pole with a 23.692. And in third, looks like Kinrod, 23.788. And then in third, we got Kinrod, 23.788. That's your top three. Anyways, we're going to back out of here and start the race. Hope you guys enjoy. Alright, I gotta wait for that join and then we'll get started. Give these guys a minute. Get everything straightened up, situated.
How's it going, cuz?
Good.
Okay. I think somebody sent you an invite, I think.
Alright, it looks like we got a join here. See if we can. Give these guys a minute to get fired up here. I don't want to go on too soon. Alright, here we go. Looks like these guys are getting all stacked up. Alright, here we go, man. Looks like you got Dark Knight starting out on the bottom inside. Looks like he's getting a little heated ahead of these guys. You know, running second. And you got Kinrod running third. Well, JD right behind Kenrod down low, and then you got, looks like Jay Manry up high. Looks like it's going to be a pretty close race, pretty tight race here so far. Everybody keeping their distance. You got 9 trucks in the race tonight. Looked like there was somebody way in the back. I don't know what happened to him. That might have been, it looked like Hellraiser way back there in the back. Jay Mariner staying high. Into the wall a little bit. Kenrod gets underneath him. Is he going to make the pass? And he does. Looks like Enel's going to lose a couple positions there, rubbing the wall. Kind of slowed his truck down a little bit, and then you got Jay Mariner down below going to try to make the pass too, along with JD behind him. Dark Knight up there, he's just running away. Kind of panorama around here and see how everybody's doing. Oh, Enel, he gets loose into the wall. He lost a lot of positions. He's got a lot of damage. Good thing that happened in the first stage, because he's got a chance to make it up here in the next couple stages. And here's your 1-2 truck. You got Dark Knight up there in the front, just going into turn 1, and you got Kenrod behind him. And then you got Jay Manry running third right behind Kenrod. And here comes the 4 into the picture, running fourth, along with Fanugi fifth. These guys need to get together so they can catch that number 1 truck up there. So far, it looks like everybody's running a pretty clean race except for Enel. I don't know what happened to him, man. I don't know if he got down in the apron and spun out or what. I missed it. But he'll make his way back. Enel's good at that. Look like Dark Knight's fixing to fix that. Put the number 3 truck down a lap. See if we can get up there with that. There we go. Got Dark Knight right on the Hellraiser's tail end. He's going to go down low and go by him. Hellraiser staying high, letting him go. Trying to not cause any problems for him, but pretty good etiquette, you know, letting that 28 truck go without trying to wreck him. At least if he only stays 1 lap down, he can get his lap back at the beginning of the next stage. And he'll be back on the lead lap in the back. We got a wide view of these guys. That's how close. Yeah, everybody's getting pretty stretched out. Looks like Dark Knight's got a pretty good truck, man. Slowly but surely, he's getting further and further up there in front. Those guys, they better start working together, man. Try to catch up with that number 1 truck, because you know, once you get out in that clean air, man, smooth sailing. Look at Kinrod's back here somewhere too. I wonder what happened to him. Yeah, he's quite a ways back. Jay Manry still running second there behind Dark Knight. Dark Knight going over the start-finish line, going into turn 1, followed by the 32 truck, which is Jay Manry. Looked like he ran a pretty good line there down low off of turn 1 and 2. Coming into 3 and 4. Pretty smooth there. Pretty nice line there. Yep. Dark Knight's starting to run away. Looks like we got JD down here behind Jay Manry running in third spot. I think he's just riding around trying to hold his position. He's got to finish up the top 3 maybe to get around to the next round to the playoff race. Dark Knight up there coming into turn 1, going out around turn 2. Starting to pull away a little bit further and further every lap. Okay, in the back here we got Super Dave running the 6th position. And right in front of him you got Fire Truck and the number 2 truck and the number 16 truck, which is Fanugi, up there running in the 4th position. Then way up there in front of the Fanugi truck is in 3rd truck. That's JD in the 4 truck, and then behind in front of him is that 32 truck, Jay Manry. Then you got Dark Knight way up there in the front. Man, he's starting to get out there in the front. Where's Fanugi there? Kind of panorama over a little bit. Look like you got a fire truck here on the donkey of the 16 truck, which is Fanugi. Fanugi staying high. Dark Knight, fire truck's trying to stay behind him to stay in the draft, so maybe he can get a run underneath him. He's trying. Looks like he might get a run. He might do it. These guys are battling for position. Fourth position looks like Fire back into the 5th position. Oh, you got here comes Hellraiser trying to get up in the mix here. He's a lap down truck, but maybe these 4 guys can get together and get a run and catch up to that JD up there running 3rd. Fire truck 4th, Fanugi 5th, Super Dave's 6th. Kinrod running 7th, and on 8th, and Hellraiser lap down in 9th. There's your lead truck, the 23 truck. He's got a pretty good lead on that 32 truck. Looks like they got Enel shows on his, he's got like 36 laps left in the stage. 6 lap, probably about 6 laps left in fuel before they all got to start pitting, unless some of them do the early pit and see if they can gain any ground. Look like Dark Knight and Jay Manning just staying about the same distance. Don't look like he's making any ground, but oh, it looks like Hellraiser's going in the pit. He's a lap down. He's gonna probably put him a couple more laps down. One more lap down, so he's gonna try to get his truck ready so he can get the long run and finish the stage or something. Gene Henry, they're running second behind Dark Knight up there. Look like he's got about a half a straightaway ahead of him. These guys are getting close to going to have to start pitting within a couple laps. Looks like JD's already pitting. Super Dave is pitting. Look like the rest of them are going to pit right behind him. Well, it looks like Kinrod's going to stay out one more extra lap, along with Super Dave. Dark Knight staying out too. He's probably coming in here this next turn. Yep, there he goes. He's pitting now. Yeah, they should be able to make it with one pit to the end of the stage one. There goes fire truck coming out of the pit. And on JD going by. Got Dino right here. Looks like he's still running 7th. Showing 28 laps left in stage 1. Down to 27 laps. Looks like JD went in there and looked like he might only took 2 tires and got out in front of Dark Knight there. Tried to pull some strategy, I think. Trying to win this stage. See if Dark Knight can catch him, because I think Dark Knight stayed in there and took 4 tires. Let's see if he can catch up to him. Look like old Dark Knight's trying to catch up to JD, that Ford truck. Nobody behind him. There's that third place truck, Jamie Henry. He's about a straight away behind those 1 and 2. Oh wait, JD. Oh shit, he's in 8th place. I'm sorry. He's trying to stay up on that lead lap, so I guess Dark Knight, he is running first. And Jamie Henry second. I don't know how JD got so far back. He must have got a penalty or something. I thought he only took 2 tires, got out in front of these guys, but I guess apparently he got a penalty or something. Now he's fixing to go a lap down. My bad. Hellraiser's still running there in that 9th position. Super Dave. Super Dave. Fanugi. Look like Fanugi's going to get underneath Super Dave. I think they might be fighting for fourth and third. Sorry about that delay. I had to look at the video here. Then you got a fire truck here running the 5th position. Yeah, I think that's a 4th and 3rd up in front of them. Oh, looks like you got a truck out. Might have blown the motor there, old Hellraiser. He might be done. Got quite a bit of damage on his truck. You know, up here riding with the leader here. See if anybody, how far anybody's behind him. Looks like Dark Knight got around JD. JD might be a lap down now too, as well. Now he's coming to fix and work on Inno there. That's your Dark Knight behind Inno there. That's look like Inno might have a little bit of damage on his truck. Look like his right front. There's Jay Manry. I believe he's still running second. P2. Trying to get up there to that first place truck. Fire truck. Hellraiser's out. There we are. There's Dark Knight. Looks like he's starting to work on Enel up there. Put him a lap down. Then you got, looks like Kinrod up there. Coming into turn 3 and 4. Kinrod running 6th. Fire truck 5th. Looks like Dark Knight fixing to make a move on that 38 truck. Looks like Dark Knight's got a pretty good hot rod tonight. He's trying to fix and move up on them points. Looks like we had about 6 laps left. Yeah, looks like Dark Knight's gonna take a lap away from the 38 truck. Well, he's on a mission tonight. 5 laps to go. You know, he's trying to hang in there, be that first truck a lap down. He's trying to get in there so he can get that lap back. Everybody else is going to have to wait. Looks like, you know, the way it's looking, he might be the first truck to get a lap back. Now they're going around Kinrod. Kinrod's a lap down underneath Eneltown as well. Boy, Dark Knight, boy, he's just making it look easy. These laps are running out. Looking like there's 1 lap left for Dark Knight. 2 laps left for Enel. So I think it's white flag for that 23 truck there. He's gonna run away with this stage. There it is. Dark Knight, stage 1 winner. And then you got Jay Manning second. See what the finishing order is here in a minute. Pretty good first stage, except for Enel got a little bit loose, got spun out there. So you got Dark Knight, Jay Manning, Fanugi third, 4th is Super Dave, and 5th is Fire Truck, 6th Enel lap down. Kinrod, 7th lap down, JD a lap down, and 8th, 9th is Hellraiser with a blown motor. Great race. Great stage. Alright, they're going to rack them up right now and start that second stage. Dark Knight going to start underneath everybody. Alright, here we go. Looks like Dark Knight's going to get the jump again. Once he gets out in front, you can't catch that number 23 truck. Boy, he's fast. See if any of these other guys made any adjustments in their truck so they can keep up with them. At least give them a race or something. Dark Knight running down low. starting to drive away from everybody again. You got Enel, he's running a 6 truck. He got his lap back, so wouldn't surprise me if he works his way up there, because that's what he normally does. Been a pretty good race so far. Looks like that 23 truck and that 32 truck are the trucks to beat. Gotta watch out for that 32 truck, because he likes to work on strategy. You know, I mean, he likes to save his stuff for the last stage, so we'll see what he's got for that 23 truck come third stage. But other than that, I think they're all just riding right now, just trying to get out there in the front where they can be comfortable and not have no pressure. Been pretty clean so far. Got the 23 truck just running away from everybody again. Check out his line here, and look like he's running down low, dipping up high. Just coasting around down low, dipping up high. That's a pretty good line. You got Enel, he made his way up past Super Dave. He's up in 5th now. So he's happening down here in the back of the pack here. We already know what 23 and the 32 truck is doing. They hot rodding away. Then you got that 16 truck trying to stay up with them. Got that 38 trying to get underneath that fire truck there, that number 5 truck. Or 2 truck, excuse me. And you got JD following in behind, along with Kinrod. Yeah, Enel's going to stay low and try to make the move on him coming out of here. Enel staying low. Coming out of turn 4. Looks like fire truck's gonna go high and let them have it. Well, I don't know. Fire truck got a pretty good run on the outside there. He's not letting it go easy. Enel's gonna have to work for it. JD on their bumper. Then you got Kinrod down there behind JD. Yeah, it looks like Eneltown's having a hard time getting by that number 2 truck. He ain't giving up that position that easy. Looks like they're racing back there. From 4th place on down to 7th. 8th and 9th. Looks like that 2 truck is keeping that 38 truck pinned down, not letting them go up high so I can get some momentum to get around them. He's gonna pass. He said, "You're gonna pass me on the outside." Looks like that number 2 truck starting to pull away a little bit. Let's get a back seat view here and see how it goes. Looks like that 2 truck got a little bit loose. Maybe that 38 going to take advantage of get a run coming out of turn 2. Looks like. Oh, fire truck says you're gonna have to work for this buddy to get around me. In the meantime, they're letting that 16 truck pull away from him. For third, Fanugi. So you gonna do it this time? Looks like you might get a. Well, that number 2 truck gets a run on the outside there. He ain't making it easy for that 38 truck. Looks like these guys have been battling for the last 5-6 laps for that 4th position. Looks like he might do it this time, but I don't know. That 2 truck gets a run coming out, staying high. There he goes. No, door to door. There you go. He's getting that run again up there on that high side. These guys are battling it out just for that 4th position. Well, that fire truck, he just rubbed the wall just a tad bit. It didn't hurt him any. Fire truck's up in the wall. That might hurt a little bit. That might give that just that little bit of edge for that 38 truck to get around him. Just might do it this time, but I don't know. That number 2 truck gets a hell of a run on that high side. Looked like he might have did it finally after about 10 laps. That 2 truck, he's just going to settle in behind him. Uh-oh, looks like we got the 21 Super Dave and JD fighting for position now. Looks like Super Dave is going to take it. JD's not letting up. He's not going to give it to him. He's not going to lay down. Coming into turn 2. Looks like Super Dave is going to get a little bit of run. JD's just going to fall in behind. Going to do a crisscross. Exactly what he's doing. Coming into turn 1, they're going to be door to door. Look like they scraped a little bit of paint. None of them's letting up. They just let it go. Oh, and here comes Kinrod making it 3 wide. Oh, gets into the back end of the 4 truck. Gets him a little bit loose, but he saved it. He's good. Now he's got to run. Gonna get past that 21 truck. And Kinrod trying to sneak it in there, making it 3 wide. Now he's gonna give JD a push. Get a look at these 3 trucks, boy. They're just battling out. You got Super Dave into the back of the 26 truck, I believe. That's Kinrod. Looked like Super Dave, he let up a little bit, let him go. There's old Fanugi running that 3rd place, man. All them guys out back there behind him battling out, letting him get ahead of those guys. Oh, you got Jay Manry. He caught up to the 23 truck, boy. He's been working. Looks like Enel's up there in 3rd place now. I don't know what happened to Fanugi. I don't know if he went in and pitted early or had something happen. I don't know. positions have changed. You got the Dark Knight and the number 1 P1. Jay Manry still P2. Enel now is up to P3. P1 and 2's got a pretty good lead though on that P3 truck, so he's got some work cut out for him. Looks like he's about 5.7 seconds behind the Jay Manry there. One and two right there, neck to neck. Hell, with running in third place, you can't even see that 1 and 2 trucks, man. They're that far ahead of them. Looks like Enel's got about 4 laps of fuel left, so these guys are getting close to pitting again. See how many laps he got here. And looks like you got 29 laps left. Yeah, they all gonna have to come in fuel. Here comes Manry. He's gonna pull that. Okie doke on the 23 truck. Strategy stuff. Gonna pit early and see if that helps him out as far as getting him out in front. Got the 23 truck. He's gonna stay out a little bit longer. Plus, it's gonna give him fresher tires. So we'll see how that works out. We got Manry there. Looks like you had Enel coming in back there too. "28 laps remaining in stage 2. Ah, here comes Fanugi. Yeah, I think that's what Fanugi did. He pitted early. Now, is he going to have the fuel to finish the race? That's the thing. Or, oh, he's going in the pit now. Yeah, something must have happened to him, man. Because he was running a solid third place. Now, all of a sudden, he dropped way back. You got Enel running third place now. Ooh. Looks like Enel just, I don't know what's going on. Just coming out of pit now. Well, hell. Look like Enel just blew a motor. He is out of the race. Oh my. That's going to shake things up a little bit into this race as far as playoff points. Looks like I lost my in-car view of the race. That sucks. Let's see if I can see if anybody else is live. Hey, Enel, what's happened? You blow a motor?
I blew a motor, buddy.
Yeah, I thought something was happening, man. I didn't know what the hell was going on, man. Jeez, looked like you had a bad spleen out there in the first stage, and then you got your lap back, and you started working your way up, and then all of a sudden your motor went on you.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. As soon as I exited pit, it said it signed me out.
Damn it, boy. That's such luck, huh?
Yeah, that's too bad. Let me
You in first place in the points too, man. Fixing going to the last round ahead of everybody. I think he should be up there by the time.
Yeah, should be no problem.
Yeah.
See if this invite is. Oh, good. I can join this way.
Yeah.
Guess I'll turn my stream back on. That sucked. Turn my stream off. Everything. My internet went right up.
Yeah. Now I can't keep track because I was using your streamer to keep track of laps and stuff. But yeah.
Go to Darks, Barry Springer.
I'll see if I have him.
I could find him.
Okay. We'll let you take care of that then.
Yeah, I'll switch over.
I think Kenrod's streaming too. Not sure though.
Yeah, he could be. Yeah. 23 smoking everyone there.
He's just running away from here, but look like he's getting ready to put old Fanugia a lap down. Looks like he's running a solid third place, and all of a sudden he disappeared. So I don't know what happened to him.
Poog spun right in front of me. He spun.
Oh, that what happened? He spun out. Okay.
Yeah, out of 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Looked like Dark Knight trying to drive under him and put him a lap down now.
Oh yeah, I'm seeing that right now.
Yep. And then you got Jay Manry back there behind him, running in second.
Yeah. Dark was just saying a minute ago that Jay Manry was going for it. I think he pitted a couple laps early, so he would have had the tires for a moment.
Yeah, he's trying to do that strategy stuff like he always does that. He usually does that at the third stage too, try to take advantage.
With the amount of laps that there is to do, pitting like 2 laps early, you might gain a bit there, but Dark's just fast too. With the newer tires for the rest of the run, he's just gonna run you back down, no problem, I think.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Well, that would have helped JD right there against Manuary, though. That would have given him with me gone now. And Hellraiser. Well, with me, I was in front of him. That's an extra point for him now.
Yes, sir. And then you got to. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, but.
No, you're good. You're good.
I was just gonna say, then you got a couple guys that make the race tonight, which should help JD out a lot too.
The thing was, he was 20 points ahead, but then when he put the lap down, so he lost like 7 points in that first stage. And then he's probably going to be like he'll end up either second or he'll end up 7th, I think, unless Kenrod stays behind him. So he'll end up 6th. So he'll only lose 4. So I think that should be fine actually. Now if he only loses the 4, that's 10, and he can't lose 10 in the end unless Mary wins.
Yeah, and I think JD's still a lap down too. I think he's the next truck. As long as he can stay a lap down, he'll be the next truck to get his lap back in the third stage.
Yeah, other than Foog just getting put a lap down. Foog's now the first car lap down.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yes, sir, you're right.
So, and Foog was running pretty quick until he spun out. Like, he was either being the same as me or driving ahead. I took 20 laps to pass Fire Truck.
Yeah.
Kept, being stuck on the bottom there. It's hard to get a good entry and get speed around there. First side outside. He just keeps getting the run off the exit. And it's hard to complete the pass.
Yeah, I had it on YouTube for a while, man. Watching you guys trying to battle it out. I think it was for third and fourth position there.
I figured you would because it was really the only side by side at the time, and it was forever.
It was some battle in there. It was about 10 laps, like you said, man. Then you finally got around him, man. It took you a while, but you got around him because you kept getting that run on the outside, man.
Yeah, it seemed like when I finally got around him that I don't know if he had to lift a bit for the wall or something. It seems like he kind of lifted a bit, and it finally let me clear him. And then once I could get the normal line again, I was able to kind of take off. But that inside line with a car on your outside, it's tough to make the entry with speed.
Right, yeah.
I'm having to brake it and hit the brake a little extra to make sure it turns.
Yeah, especially
drifting up into them.
Yep, especially these short tracks too, man. It's hard to get around on that low side.
Yeah, you just don't have any. You got to slow so much to make the turn that you just don't get that drive off.
Yep.
It's too bad. It's funny. I said when Hellraiser lagged out, I'm like, "Can I lag out too, please?" Sure as hell.
Well, you got your wish, huh?
Yeah. Hopefully that's it for the year of the lag outs, because I'd rather this week than next week. That's for sure.
Yeah, especially when it all counts.
Yeah. This week was kind of. Just like whatever, it didn't necessarily matter, especially with as few people showing up.
Yeah. I think there's about 7 trucks left now or something like that?
Yeah, I think there's 7. It's just me and Hellraiser, I believe, out.
Yeah.
Let's see where JD is versus Food. JD's quite a bit behind him, too. Probably about 7 seconds or so. I was like 5.5 to 6 seconds behind these two, and JD was about a second behind me.
Yeah, what did he do? Spin out too or something?
JD got penalty.
Oh, he got a penalty?
First stage.
Yeah.
Penalty, yeah. And then he would have been, if Dark would have rode behind me for the last 4 laps, I would have stayed on the lead lap, and JD would have got the dog.
Yeah.
And then, but he didn't. He passed me, and then I had to make sure to get past Kenrod, because Kenrod was losing a tire, so he was going slow, and Dark caught him. I was like, man, I got to get by him too, so I would have got stuck down the lap.
Yeah, I seen back there too where Kenrod, he kind of dove it in there and almost made it 3 wide. And then he backed off.
Yeah, Kenrod's tire, I think, he says he's got a good truck, but his tire's just not lasting.
Yeah, eating his tires up, huh?
Yeah. Where is JD? There he is. That's going to be tough, though. Like, I don't think it'll matter for points. I think he'll be 2 to the good still.
Who's that, JD?
Yeah, like if so if he stays in Kenrod, myself, and thing. Yeah, Kenrod's behind him, so he's in 6th. So he'll lose. He'll get 9. He'll get 4. He'll get 9. So he'll lose 5. He'll be like 11 back, and then he could lose another 5. I'd put him at 16.
Yeah.
Mary has to win. If Mary is at win or something, JD's able to get back the lead lap and make up a couple spots.
Yeah, but he's got to get that lap back. Fanou's going to get that lap back first, though, won't he?
Well, yeah, like depends on if it doesn't involve Foog, then yeah, he would get it.
Yeah.
As long as like if JD can get, I think if he could finish 3rd or 4th even, he'd be locked in.
Look like JD's fixing to go another lap down. Oh no, wait, that's Super Dave there, yeah. It looks so alike, man, so much like the 23 and that 21.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Man, that sucks. As much as like it didn't have the greatest of truck, but it wasn't bad. But like, I'd still rather be racing.
I hear you, yeah. Yeah, I seen you go in the pit, and all of a sudden you just disappeared. And, oh shit! There goes my lap. There goes my lap count, and my leaderboard.
Yeah, like as soon as it exited pit, it got right at the line to exit. I went to gas it, and it signed me out. My YouTube shut off, so it wasn't me or anything. My internet must have just clicked or whatever. Like. It came right back. 2 seconds later, I was able to get back in the party.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened. Like, why it would have shut my phone and everything off. It didn't shut my TV that's on Wi-Fi, though. It didn't do anything to that.
How's the weather there in Michigan? Does it get bad there?
It's cold, but it's not like snowy or rainy or anything.
Yeah.
But it's weird that it didn't affect my TV, but it cut out my phone and my, Oh, I must have ended the broadcast just because it was going through the PS.
Yeah.
I wonder if I don't think I hit a button.
Yeah, I seen you going in the pit, and all of a sudden you just disappeared.
Yeah, it signed me out, so I couldn't have hit a button. Like, it's not like I hit the button and hit the wrong button and disconnected.
Yeah, it looks like that's the end of stage 2. Looks like the 23 and got the win, P1.
So that's tough for JD. He's going to be stuck a lap down here.
And then you got Manry P2. And I'm not sure who got P3.
Looks like Super Dave.
Super Dave, yeah.
Yeah, JD's at 6th, a lap down.
And I think Fanou's going to get the lap back right now.
Yeah, he's getting a lucky dog. So, yep. 26 laps down. Yeah. It was going pretty quick, actually, too, the laps. They're a little smoother laps than Richmond. It's similar to Richmond, but they're a little smoother.
Yeah.
It wasn't as slow. Or whatever, I didn't have to brake. I was hardly braking at all, really, just tapping it maybe in the corners. But
I think this Iowa track has got more of a banking to it, too, so it's a little bit smoother going into the turns than Richmond.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been going by pretty quick.
Like especially like 3 and 4 seems like you don't have to like break it as hard and dive it to the bottom as much. You can kind of roll even a lane up and still, or even a couple lanes up and still be pretty quick without really having to break at all.
Yep.
Just kind of lift slightly early.
This is
And
like
I've been up in. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say this is like one of the tracks I do like to race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been up in the booth in like a year.
Yeah, I'm glad you came on, man, because it gets lonely up here.
Hey, it does, dude.
Especially when you're a rookie at it.
Nah, you're not a rookie. You've done it before.
Okay, start of stage 3. You got the 23 truck taking off where you left off at.
Yeah. See if JD can make some action here and get a caution or something. He's gonna need it.
Yeah.
Well, he doesn't necessarily need it, but he can't have Mandaray win. Mandaray's taking it way high.
He's just got to finish in front of those other lap cars. You know, he'll be all right.
Yeah, he can't lose any spots. I think he can only lose one spot.
Yeah.
And other than something happening to the 23, I don't think anyone's really got anything for him. Mandaray is been the closest to him, really.
Yeah.
But Mandaray's really taking it high.
Fanugi's been pretty fast too, but he's made a couple mistakes. You know, like he got spun out and shit. And then JD's actually made a mistake too by getting that penalty.
Yeah, that was huge for him.
Yeah.
And then with me spinning and then Dark catching me and lapping me was what really hurt him. Otherwise, if I never spun, he would have been. Well, I guess Kenrod would have. He would have caught Kenrod.
Yeah.
And Kenrod would have got it. Yeah.
But it looks like they're starting to fall out like the way they finished.
Thing too with Dark running as fast as he is, at the time when JD got it, he was probably, a good 4 or 5 seconds back already. So then the penalty of 15, so that puts him at 20. Puts you basically almost a lap down. And then Dark was catching me 3/10 a lap at least.
Yeah, he's got a good truck
JD.
tonight.
Yeah. Oh, we'll watch the Lions. Oh, big play by Minnesota there, though. Just give the ref the...
I was just sitting here watching the race, drinking me some Coronas.
Right on. No beers for me tonight.
Yeah, I heard you had your share last night.
I had a few.
Yeah.
And a few whiskey.
Oh, shit.
Whiskey mixes. I can't. Canadian Club, though, man. Like, it gives me such heartburn the next day. Oh, my God. Stuff's brutal.
Yeah.
Especially this 12-year-old stuff.
Oh, you've been drinking it at home?
What's that?
You have some at home there?
Yeah, I'm going to try to maybe switch from beers for a while to the booze. The way I make it is mostly all water.
Yeah.
So it's not as bad as chugging beers all freaking night.
Yeah. Looks like Kenrod hit the wall a little bit. Let Fanugi get in front of him. Now Fanugi backed off a little bit and they did a crossover. Now Kenrod's back in front of him.
I think Kenrod's a lap down too.
Yeah. I think the only one that ain't is that 21 car truck, ain't it? He's still on the lead lap, ain't he?
I believe so. I think it's just Kenrod and JD a lap down.
And Fanugi. Oh, Fanugi must have got his back. Yeah.
Yeah. Get some laundry done too. Oh man, it's sad seeing that 38 sitting in the pit there.
Yeah. Looks like you got Kenrod right on that 4 truck's ass, trying to get around him. Going across the start-finish line. And you got Mr. Hot Rod there, number 2 truck, likes to stay on the high side there and get them runs coming out.
No doubt. Yeah, like it took forever to get by him.
Yeah. He's doing the same thing right now to JD. And the same
he's got to stay in front of this 26.
Yeah, and the 26 is right on his bumper, too. They're both staying low.
Yeah, if we get a caution, this might be where it's coming from, too.
Yeah. Looks like Kenrod's trying his darndest to get underneath trying to get underneath that number 4 truck. Looked like JD got in front of the fire truck, so did Kinrod. I mean, yeah, fire truck, he start to catch back up on that high side.
Yeah, no, every lap or every exit, it seemed like I was going to be able to drive off and clear him. But he had such a run coming back that it was back side by side on the entry every time.
Yeah.
It looks like he might have had a problem there because everyone's getting by the 2 now.
Yeah, it looked like he backed up a little bit, huh?
Thought there was a caution there for a second. It looked like the cars were slowing, but we're all green to go.
Yeah, he fell way back. He let Fanouki get by him and Dave. He must have got the wall or something.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's way back there. Look like JD's getting a run on that 26 truck now. It's time to get a little bit of room in between them.
Yeah. Well, it'd be interesting to see if Dunlap and Ben were in here, how it would be with, because they were within a couple points.
Yeah.
I think Dunlap was only 1 point ahead of JD.
Yeah, this is going to hurt them both. Might knock them both out.
Oh, yeah, they'll be both out for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ben was only 4 points behind JD.
Yeah.
And I would have thought Ben would have been pretty good here.
Yeah.
I'm honestly pretty shocked that Ben didn't show up. He must just want to watch the game. I know he's a big Lions fan, but you race all year and then you miss the race to try to get into the championship. You're only 4 points out, 5 points out. And
yeah,
the track you're good at. I don't know.
He was online too, playing some game.
Yeah, he was playing Minecraft.
Yeah.
Like, did he? He must. I don't know if he forgot.
Or something. Or he got pissed off because we didn't race for 2 weeks. One of the two.
Well, what are we gonna race on Christmas Eve and on New Year's Eve?
Right.
You know, I wouldn't have been there. I would have missed those 2 races.
I was all for it, man. Take a little break, spend time with the family.
Like if it fell where it was like, if Christmas was like Thursday, we could have raced the Sunday and Tuesday, and then New Year's would have been like a Thursday.
Yeah.
So we would have been fine then, but can't really expect a bunch of people to show up on Christmas Eve. Everyone's gonna be doing shit.
Yeah.
Or a lot of people are. And then New Year's Eve, we're gonna race till 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock on New Year's Eve, and then what?
Hell, everybody wanted to be partying on New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I was still online. I was home. I didn't go anywhere. Me and JD played Fortnite, but I was drinking and having fun. I didn't want to sit here and race and focus on this. And I'm sure other people were out and doing stuff. People that have lives.
Yep.
I don't have much of a life. Soon though, we gotta get some things settled and then we'll be back in business.
Yep.
Finally gonna be working again for the next few weeks. I'm at another store.
Well, that's cool.
I gotta do a bunch of work in there.
Do some remodel and stuff, getting all straightened up.
Yeah, clean it all up, build some dressing rooms, some counters for the cash register, fix up the back room, do some flooring back there. The house was built in 1875 that the store's going in. So
is it downtown?
It's downtown Amherstburg. I don't know if you know. That's 20 minutes from Windsor.
Yeah.
The old Fort Malden area, where the war was done back in the day.
Yeah. I don't know much about Canada, but I do know where Windsor is.
Yeah, Windsor, if you just follow the water basically around to the bottom towards Point Pelee, it's just a little south of Windsor. Yeah. Just on the water as well.
Looks like old Kinrod, he's having a hard time getting around Fanouki.
Yeah. I don't think we're going to see a caution, though.
Yeah, looks like it's going to finish the way it shows right here. Oh, looks like Dark Knight got a little loose. I don't know if it was on his screen, but it looked like on mine.
JD needs Dark to stay good because Mary's right there with him.
Yeah.
And one little mistake, Mary gets by, it could be tough to get back by him, especially if he takes damage.
Yeah, JD, he can't even see the guys in front of him now. They're long gone.
Yeah, I could just see a flash of third place.
Look like they're full straight way ahead of them.
Mm.
Look like you got 1 and 2 running together, then JD kind of running by himself, and the back 4 running together.
Big first down right there for Detroit. Man, they almost had a safety.
That game just start.
It is 9:17 in the second quarter. 7-0 Detroit.
Ah.
1st and 10 on like the 12-yard line or something like that.
Oh, Super Dave just got in the wall. That put him back some. I think JD's only like a half a track in front of Fanugi.
As long as these two don't trade places and JD holds up where he is, he should be fine. Maynard's definitely the only one that's been able to keep up.
Yeah. So if Fanugi gets in front of JD here, that's going to put him 2 laps down behind Fanugi, ain't it?
No, it'll still be a lap down. Foog's on the lead lap.
Yeah. And
like,
JD's on.
Still, JD's still technically behind him.
Yeah.
Just as long as Dark doesn't pass JD, it'll keep him on 1 lap. But if Foog passes him, it doesn't change anything for JD.
How many laps they got to go here before they start pitting?
Let me see. I'll see in just a second. Dark's got to be sweating a bit though here. Maynard's right there.
Yeah,
it looks like 1 or 2 laps, and they'll be pitting. 47 to go.
Yeah, it looks like
next lap.
Yeah. Look like Manny, he's just content just being behind him right now. Manny's going in to try to do some okie doke on Dark Knight. He's pitting around.
Yeah, the 1 lap might get them in front, and like their entries into pit road here will be huge.
Yeah.
As long as Dark doesn't get a penalty.
Yeah, see how many more laps he stays out, because he's at least going to have 1 or 2 laps fresher tires.
Yeah, he's
going in now.
Going now.
Yeah, he's going now. Yeah, so you're going to have a lap pressure. So it really ain't that big of a difference. And it just
1 lap, you should be able to pick up about a half a second.
Yeah.
Looks like he got in no problem. Genrod's in. Maynard's in. Maynard's just leaving now. He might end up in front of him. I think he will, depending on their entries, but Dark had a pretty good entry, it looked like.
Yeah.
Yeah, no penalty. Yeah, I think that's my first DNF in, like, I don't even remember the last time. It's been a long time.
Yeah, that sucked, man. I seen you guys blow a motor around here. Damn it, boy.
Yeah. The engine shop's pretty on point.
Here goes Manny. He's going to...
Well, he's definitely going to get in front of him.
Yep.
The thing, too, Manry's typically been running a little higher.
Yeah.
And Dark's been on the bottom. So Manry's going to have to kind of go to the bottom to keep him behind, like to block him a bit.
Yeah. But Dark Knight's going to have a lap fresher tires, too.
I wonder if it was 2. I think it was just 1, but it could be 2 laps.
I think it was 1.
Yeah, just the 1.
Mm-hmm. Manry just ain't got to make no mistakes, you know.
Yep.
But it seemed like they had pretty much the same trucks, you know. far as running.
Mm-hmm.
But this ain't looking good for JD right here. If it stays this way.
I would say that if this is the case, because Emmanuel will get those extra 5 points.
Mm-hmm.
So he'd be at 40. And JD, if he stays 6, 31, so that's 9 there. And I think oh man, he might actually still be in the good by 1 as long as he doesn't lose a spot.
Yeah. It's going to be close, that's for sure, huh? They're going to be sweating it.
Let me go back and see what how the stages ended.
Okay.
And I'll be able to tell the point difference. Let's see where we're at here.
You got to watch out for that 28 or that 23 truck too, because sometimes he'll get a little aggressive.
With who?
Dark Knight, sometimes he get a little aggressive, man. He might.
Oh, yeah. He won't be shy to use the bumper to get back by. He wants his win. He's been leading pretty much every lap. It's the first time I've seen him not leading.
Yeah, he's going to drive him hard. I guarantee you at the end, if it's still like this.
Yeah, I think, too, the course of like a 30-lap run, I think Dark should be able to get back by him, but you never know.
Yeah. Boy, they're just mopping the track up on everybody else, boy.
Yeah. Could be tough to... It is kind of tough to pass, too. With Mandarin running that outside, he gets a good run. So let's see. Oh, JD ended up 8th in that. So the thing would have got 9. Let me write this down. He would have got 9. JD would get... He would have got 3, so he lost 6 there. And then the second stage.
Oh, Dark Knight got underneath him.
It's definitely what JD wanted.
Got old Jay Manning staying up on the high side. Now Dark Knight goes to the high side, he cuts his nose off.
Yeah, I thought he was gonna. I thought there was gonna be contact there. But JD ended up 6th, so he would have got 9 again. And he got 5, so he would have by 4. Yeah, 4. So that's 10 points there. And then if he ends up in 6th, he can get 31, and he would lose. If Manny won, it would be 9. So I think JD, as long as he stays in 6th, he's fine.
Yeah, Jay Manning just rubbed the wall too now, so he lost a little bit of from Dark Knight. So and like Kenrod's really then the only one that can mess it up for him. Is Kenrod on the lead lap still?
No, he's a lap down, so he can actually still pass him.
Yeah. Pan around a little bit, see where everybody's at. Got JD up front there. Nobody around him.
I'm sure he'll be happy about that.
Oh, well, we got Kenry and Fanugi about a half a turn behind him. And
they've been battling for the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, Fanugi and Kenrod, they just been riding side by side trying to switch positions.
Yeah, Juice just kind of got to roll. Keep it rolling and keep it clean, and he'll be fine.
Yeah. As long as they keep racing each other, JD should be all right.
Mm-hmm. I think Kenrod might have tire issues too, where he has to either take it easy or pit a little sooner. I don't know what the stage was here, how long it was, whether tires are even going to matter.
Yeah, it looked like he's Fanucci's pulling out in front of him now a little bit. He's got about 3 or 4 truck lengths in front of him now.
Yeah.
He might be wearing his tires, slowing him down.
That's what I was worried about when I was dealing with fire truck. Was that I was burning up my tire on that bottom, trying to get her going off the exit.
Yeah.
Because I was getting to about at the end of my run, I was like 4 or 5% on my right rear.
Wow.
Yeah, Dark too. When he went in, he was at like 5 or 6. So like it's making it, but barely.
Yeah. I think that's what Super Dave's doing now, running his tires down, trying to get by fire truck.
Mm-hmm.
But Super Dave usually always has a long run truck. I don't think he ever has a problem with tires.
Yeah.
Kenrod just got into the wall big time. He lost a lot of time there.
Really?
Yeah. Now he's got a fire truck and Super Dave on his donkey now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thought I would have had with the way the couple practices went and the qualifying and that, I thought I would have had a more competitive truck, and I think it was a solid 3rd place truck, maybe 4th place, I guess. Without Foog was 3rd when he swung. But it was good enough to be 3rd or 4th, but like they were both driving away from me. These two, good 10th or 2 of that.
Was that an old setup that you're using, or something you just threw together?
That's my setup from last time we ran trucks, like 2 years ago. Never even tested it out or nothing. So, this whole 3 weeks, I didn't even turn the game on, pretty much.
Yeah.
I think I might have raced some pubs, like some of the nights.
Yeah.
Scooping around, but. So you're getting a lot of icy roads and ice storms today?
Oh yeah. Been a lot of cars wrecking and shit around here, man, sliding off the road. I ain't been nowhere for 2 days, man. I didn't want to get out in that shit.
You didn't go nowhere? Yeah.
Yeah, I was just at home.
Yeah, unless you really need to, right?
Mm-hmm.
No point.
Only on emergency, but it had to be a really big emergency because these roads are pretty slick.
Yeah.
Oh.
And too, it's not even you got to worry about yourself. You got to worry about everyone else.
Yeah.
Driving like idiots.
Boy, old Kenrod about cut old fire truck's nose off there.
Yeah.
Look like he's getting loose. Tires might be wearing. JD's pulling away from him, so I don't think JD has any worries about Kenrod catching him.
Well, that was the thing. Kenrod was trying to tighten it up, and he said he got it a little better than that, but that's why he's cooking that right rear, I believe.
Yeah.
9 laps before a pit here, and there is also 22 to go. So tires really shouldn't be an issue. Kenrod could pit at any time.
There goes Fanucci. He's early pitting.
See, this is where maybe Manray might have an advantage if he pits about 5 laps ahead of him or something like that.
Yeah.
He could get a good 2-3 seconds ahead of him. And then just try to block him, I guess.
Yeah, Manray's still on his ass, man. Just riding. Wait for old Dark Knight to make a mistake. Oh, he's going underneath him now.
Yeah. I don't know if Dark just got a little wide there.
Yeah.
They're about the same. Oh, man, it's getting actually pretty tight right here.
Yeah. Got a half a truck.
Tires have equaled out. One lap ain't doing it now for him. That bottom's tough to make the turn. Like, it's tough to get the speed off exit.
Yeah.
That's why it took so long with fire truck. Like, I could get in there and get underneath them every time. It was too slow to make the turn, and he would just get back. Like, I couldn't get up in front of him to clear him. Like, as soon as you can clear the guy, you're fine. You get your normal line back, and you can kind of drive off.
Yeah.
But until that point, you're just stuck down there. And, like, in order to not drift up and hit the guy, you got to tap the brake a little bit or lift early.
Mm-hmm.
And even still maybe tap the brake. And that just kills the momentum there. Like,
yeah.
so like your RPMs drop so much that it's hard to get them back going.
Yeah.
off the exit.
I think that's what Manry's going to have to do, just stay high and try to drive around them on the top side. Try to get a run that way.
Yes, I'd be trying every different line I could think of right now, just so I could get some knowledge for later on.
Yeah.
There's
Looks
only
like,
about 18 to go.
looks like he can get a run into him when he drops down, but coming out, man, he just falls off, man.
We're going to be pitting here in probably 2 or 3 laps.
Oh, he's going to go high now. Maybe see what this does. He's going to get a run on the high side.
It's Dark? Right.
Oh, Dark's pitting now.
Yeah, he's pitting,
Yeah. I guess it's vice versa time. Last time it was the 32 truck pitting first.
Yeah, and I think Banner could stay out for at least 2 laps.
Yeah. But I don't know if that would do him any good, though.
Well, he'd lose about a second, probably. He's pitting right now.
Manry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we just need JD to get in clean. 4th and inches for Detroit here. No surprise they're going for it. Oh, and it was tipped or something. It's going to be a turnover on downs.
Well, he took 4 tires. That looked like an awful long pit, man, for 4 tires. Look about a 16-second pit, man.
Yeah, Dark had a 15.7.
Oh, 15.7? Yeah.
So not the greatest. And he'll just have to fight off
Manry here when he comes back around.
I think Banner should be exiting right now. Yeah, there he is.
Oh, hell, he's going to have a pretty good lead on him.
Yeah, like, I don't know if Banner had a slow entry or something, but
Yeah, I mean, he might have had a
that's
long...
huge.
Must have had a long pit, too.
Yeah, that's crazy. I
Yeah.
didn't expect that big of a difference. There's only 1 lap.
Yeah. That pit hurt him big time.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to get back. There's only 14 to go as
Yeah,
well.
I don't think he's going to make it. I think he's just going to finish second.
Well, Manny said, though, he's basically going to win to get in. And with Kenrod being stuck the lap down, with me getting just like DQ'd, that mistake, it hurt him, but it's going to allow JD to still sneak in.
Yeah.
Which, like, if I was still in there and Manry won, it would have been tied. And I don't know how the tiebreaker would go. I don't know if I think JD's got 1 win, at least the 1 win. I'm not sure if Manry won one. He might have.
Yeah, I think Manry's won one, too.
Yeah, I don't know how that would go for the if there was a tiebreaker. And now the only difference that could have made a difference too with Manry if he won is if he won the halfway point. I would have been an extra point.
Right.
And that would have also tied it. And then if I was still in there, then he would have been in by winning. But I think Dark's got this one wrapped up.
Who's running third? Is it Fanugi?
Give me 1 second. I'll check it out. I'm not really sure. Hey, what's up, Will? I'm back. It's good to see you, man. JJ, what's up, man? Sorry, I guess I got signed out. I got kicked out of the race. My stream went down and everything. But we're back. Let's go back to... Oh, not do that. Let's go back to Barry Springer. Third is... Right now is Kenrod. What?
How in the hell did he get up
No,
there?
this must be at a different spot. No. So in third and Kenrod, 21 seconds back. Oh, no, don't tell me JD got another penalty.
Kenrod's right in front of Dark Knight.
Yeah, I'm like, how did he get to third? Let's see, maybe he pit way earlier and you didn't see it?
Not unless he got around Super Dave, because he was up there too, wasn't he?
Yeah, Kenrod was a lap down.
Oh, Kenrod just got loose and lost 2 positions right there.
He must have pitted way earlier or something, because these guys are catching him pretty good here.
I think he's going.
Yeah, now he's back to 5th and a lap back. I don't know how he would have got that lap back.
That's weird, huh? I thought Fanui was the only one who got his lap back.
Yeah, and Kenrod was a lap down behind. Because in the first stage, I got by Kenrod. That put him and JD a lap down. Then Foog had his moment and got the lucky dog that kept JD and thing a lap down. I don't know how Kenrod got back ahead.
Well, he lost 2 positions there.
And the only thing is unless he pitted like 10, 12 laps before these guys and made back up all that time. But he was 15 seconds behind the leader at the time. I gotta have to ask him about that afterwards. That's nuts.
Yeah. Looks like he's got some lap traffic in front of him here, old Dark Knight. Got fire
JD's,
truck.
He's right there too, I think. Oh no, that's Mannery.
JD's up there in front of him, just coming out of turn 1 and 2. He's up in front of Super Dave there, about a half a track.
Yeah, that's weird, man.
Looks like old Dark Knight's having a hard time getting around fire truck.
What do we got to go here? Probably about 8 to go, I'm guessing. Dark just about hit the wall. There 3 to go.
Yeah, he's got it. If he don't make no mistakes, he's got this.
Yeah, he might be kind of just chilling. Looks like he's going to get the 2 of them here. At least one of them. Oh, man. 21 brings it right down in front of him. He ain't giving up that lap. No, it looks like he's going to get him now with 2 to go. Fire truck now a lap down.
Yeah, G Mannery's probably hoping he would have got caught up in that.
Man, that's crazy. That that difference on entry, I think it was, or at least pit time.
Yeah.
That could have really affected the race there, and Mannery might have been able to get through and get by him.
If he would have pitted at the same time, it would have been a race, I think.
See, sometimes too, when you pit with the guy, you can kind of gauge off of them your speed going in.
Mm-hmm.
And so you don't really lose as much, at least to that person. You still might both have a slow stop, but you're not losing it to him because you can kind of get right to the bumper. Yeah. Looks like Dark's gonna.
Dark. Is it over?
Dark just spit out and lose? No, he crossed the line.
It's over with, yeah.
Yeah, Dark. I was like, what?
Yeah, that's the last lap there.
Oh, he spun it right before the line, too, purposely.
I know. I was like, what the hell?
Wow, they lapped the field, them two.
Who ended up third, though? Was it Kenrod still? Or?
Oh, my. JD ended up in 7th.
Wow.
Third was... Well, Fire Truck ended up getting Super Dave at the end for 3rd. Wow.
So, Dark Knight, Mannery, and Fire Truck, huh?
Yeah, for Fire Truck. I don't understand how Kenrod got the lap back at the time. I could see him pitting way earlier and getting by JD in that, but... And that was tight. That was close on points there.
Yeah.
Mannery gave it a heck of an effort.
I know Dark Fire, Mannery and Fire Truck.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll pull them in here, see what happens there, bud.
Ooh, Mannery with a quick lap of 570, fastest.
Oh, shit, yeah.
No points for that, though.
6/10 faster than Nart.
6/1000s faster.
Yeah, so I'm at, yeah.
That's like what, like not even a blink?
Yeah.
Crazy stuff. Well, we could mention the sponsors real quick.
Yeah, I'll go ahead.
Wheels and Wheels Auto Transport. I wonder if he's watching. Is your boss there watching?
I'm not sure.
And good old Linda's Fashions Accessory. My mom there opening a new store. Well, we got it now. The next month or so, it'll probably be open. FTR Custom Designs will throw out there. We got Jellystone National Park, and I always think there's one other one.
What's up, fellas?
Hey there.
Hey, Dark.
Dark.
First in the lobby, first in the race.
No, boys, quick
Sweat
tonight,
my
ain't
ass off, fellas.
Yeah, I was saying that. You must have been sweating that whole time with Mandarin right on you like that.
Yeah.
I had to hit my marks, man, because he was standing there. And he was actually running the low line where, you know, he was getting a run on that high line, but it's like he couldn't stick with me if he stayed up there. I'd eventually pull away from him.
I got to about 570 on the high line, though.
Yeah. Anyways, we're going to start with Fire Truck. Hey, Fire Truck, looked like you had a pretty solid race there, man. Looked like you're just pretty content, you know, just running your lines, man. You ended up, you know, making moves off other guys' mistakes, man. How's your truck feel tonight? How's your race?
Oh, I had a fast truck, little that HMS under the hood there, and yeah, just one of those races with no mistakes. So kind of paid off at the end, just staying out of trouble.
Yep. Looked like you had a fast truck, man. You stay high coming out of them turns, staying high, you get a good run on everybody. Man, it's hard to pass you when you're on the high side and get somebody underneath you. Yeah, it was a fast truck.
It'd run the low line or the high line.
Yeah.
Anyway, me and Engelstown went around, I don't know what, 5 or 6 laps side by side.
More like 10.
I think
at
like
least
15.
10. Yeah, that was a hell of a battle.
Had a real good handling truck.
Yeah, I could vouch for you that you're quick on that outside too, for sure. Because that was tough to pass. I think I only ended up getting by you because I think you either had to lift slightly on the one exit of 4, and I finally was able to clear you. I'm not really sure, but like I just could never get in front and clear you for lap after lap. Like
that HMS, under the hood there, it was a good setup.
Yeah,
good race.
Yeah, good race. Yeah, top 3, nice, very good actually. Fire truck, good job.
Yeah, kind of hate I took points away from somebody, but.
Hey,
wasn't you trying to fight to get in?
No, I got cut last round.
Hey, brother, you missed the down. We wrecked. We just didn't hit anything.
Yeah, we did.
So good
Real
job.
quick, how did you end up back on the lead lap there
I
after that
cheated,
pit?
bro. I pitted, coming to the checkered flag, I pitted. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, you never
dirty.
pitted. That's why you were there. Okay.
That dirty ass.
I
I
told
wondered.
everybody
I'm like,
what
how
I was
did he
doing.
possibly?
He did. He did say it. He did say it. I remember saying
yeah,
it.
we were wondering how the hell you got up there, man. Like, damn, man.
Yeah, he got the wave around.
I thought Fanugi only one that got the wave around, not him.
Fanugi was the last one lap down.
Yeah. Well, anyways, good racer, Fire Truck. We're gonna move on there to the second place finisher there, Manry, man. Hey, man, you look like you had a pretty strong truck there. You know, you tried to give him a run for his money, but during that last pit there, the last stage there, it looked like your pit took a little longer, man. So you got a little far behind. You know, just tell us about your race. What happened?
Well, I was on 1% when I was pitting. So I was having to take a little time, and then I had a 16.4 pit stop. So,
Oh, that hurt. Damn.
When he
blow a
come out,
tire?
it was like a 1.5 on me.
Yeah, that's too bad. Yeah, that sucks when you have the one problem and it compounds into another problem.
But it was
Yeah,
a good
you were
truck.
fast.
It was fast.
I think you're the only one
that.
that. Yeah, it was going to be close too with, I think
JD.
if as long as JD stayed at 6, I think you would have, if you won, you would have been 1 point, I think, behind him. But then JD ended up 7, so you might have ended up tied.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
I had
It was
53
definitely
points.
close.
I don't know how many he had.
Yeah,
Well, who's basically in? Do y'all know?
I believe it'd be myself. Let me check real quick.
And Dark Knight, I believe.
Yeah,
I don't know how
myself,
many points
Dark,
JD had.
And
Rod, and JD, I believe, will make it. Yes.
Yeah, Shaq didn't show up. Wasn't he in there?
That's on Tuesday.
night.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So JD got me.
Yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
that
There
was a
just wasn't enough cars to make up points unless you won.
yeah. That's true.
Yeah, if we
That's
had like
the
our
thing.
12 or 13 like normal, it would have been a way easier chance.
Well, we
Especially
have.
with JD going that lap down, he would probably ended up like 11th or 10th, something like that in that first stage.
Well, 9's better than 4 or 5 on Tuesday night.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. Definitely true there.
I mean, for real, come on, guys.
Mhm. Yeah. Anyways, G-Man, that was a hell of a racer, man. You gave him a fought it hard, man. You tried, man. So good race, man.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, good job, man.
And Dark Knight, man, boy, you had a hot rod all night. Yeah, I mean, you swept the whole race, man. Well, you had a hell of a truck, man. So tell us about your race. Nothing but clean air in front of you.
Yeah. That's one of Billy's setups. That's the same setup when I came in before the Xfinity season. I think it was the end of the truck season. When I was in the 02, and that's the same setup. But, yeah, man, it's fast. You just got to hit your marks, man. It don't like top side. If you get anywhere in that middle, it's going to snap around. But
Yeah,
I ain't comfortable with top side. I can run it, and it's real fast. You get a good run, but just one slight mistake, and you're screwed, you know.
Yeah, it looked like you always dropped down in the bottom of the turns and you'd come out high, you know. So that's where your speed was.
I try to arc it and then, you know, back in that throttle and come straight out like heading towards the wall. That way, you know, I'm not turning, it don't get loose. But
Yeah.
I don't know, Manuel was there. He was hanging in there, you know. We had some lap traffic at one time, but
He gave it a hell of a
if
shot.
I would have screwed up, yeah, he could have got me at any time if I'd screwed up. But, you know, I was staying consistent and he was staying consistent. So
Yeah.
I pitted for him that last time. I think I had still 6%. I was running it down to about, I think, 3 before I pitted. But I was like, you know, he pitted for me last time and he got out ahead of me. You know, I think I led about every lap but 2 or 3, you know, when he got out ahead of me there. But, you know, I was like, you know, I'm going to try to short pit him this time, you know, because I knew he was getting down low too.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going in, and, you know, thankfully he went around another lap, and then
Yeah,
he
I
had
think
his problem. I think I had a 15.7 or 15.8 pit stop.
Yeah, 7. I saw it at 7.
Yeah. Yeah, that killed him when he went off that extra lap, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I
gave me a
been
heart
staring
attack. I
at-
thought you spun out at the end.
On purpose. I just
Yeah,
threw it
I
at first because I knew I didn't have time to do a donut, you know what I mean, because it's too close for me to stop and do a donut. So I just threw it first and try to let it spin around across the line so it didn't go all the way around. But
Yeah. Anyways,
just
good
being a
race.
smart ass.
Good race there, Dark Knight. You had a hell of a truck, man.
Appreciate it. Thank Billy for that one. That was my crew chief for that one.
Hey, thanks, Billy, for that winning truck there for Dark Knight, man. Got to give you some props. Anyways, I'm gonna close it out, fellas, man. You want to give those sponsors there again, there, and then we'll close this out.
Yeah, sure. We got Wheels on Wheels Auto Transport. So Blazing and JD running for that. Lynn's Fast Accessories. That's my mom. Opening a new store here coming up. And then Joey Stone Ash Park for heavy duty there. And FTR Custom Designs. That's Billy and his wife, Miss FTR. So I always think there's one more, but could be wrong. But nevertheless, yeah, thank you guys for all the support. Next week's a championship race, so hopefully we have no lag outs and stupid issues.
Yeah, be sure to tune in. It's all the marbles next week.
Yep.
So you got anything to say, JD?
I blew it.
You should be fine.
Yeah.
I was looking at the point system though. It's pretty different than normal.
The difference was in the beginning of the stages, it was 9-6 and then 9-5. So you gained 8 points there.
So he finished 5th in the first 2 stages?
I think it was 5th and 6th or something.
Okay. I was just looking at this point system. I didn't really understand it.
No, I screwed up in the first stage, if you remember right.
Yeah, but you still gained enough points to stay. He needed 20. He was up 8 or 9. And then if he would have won, he would have got the extra 5. And as long as
Yeah.
you stayed in 6th, I think, you
We
would have
got like
stayed 1 point
57
ahead of him.
points or something like that. Yeah.
What's that?
We got like 57 points.
Yeah, and JD would have, where did you end up, Jay? 7th? So
7.
So
I
like
don't know what
30,
that pays in
39,
points.
46. Yeah, you got like 46 points.
I got
So
a
you
good
would've
bit
gained
of
11.
points. Getting
Hell.
the pole and then winning stages and winning.
You got a hell of a set of points, man.
Yeah, that should be the, like, I think it's
Well, it don't
72
matter
or
come that
81 or
last
something
race. It's the
points.
best finisher, you know. So
Yeah.
just making sure you're in that top 4 at the end. That's the main thing. All you can just get ready for next week. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, you got to show
up,
out next.
man.
You got
Try
to
be
show it out next
consistent.
week. Yep.
Yeah. I
Anyway.
know who I'm racing against.
Yeah.
JD
Hey, y'all
or-
gonna go do some Las Vegas? They gonna do a little bit of
no,
practice.
we gotta. Is Kenrod still in here?
I don't know. Yeah, he is.
Okay. Yeah, we got to do a little cap meeting real fast. Yeah.
Oh, that's
Hey,
right.
hey, fire truck, are you gonna do some practice?
I'll run a few laps for you.
Go hit the practice chat. Start up practice chat. 'Cause I still ain't got used to this shit on this PlayStation 5.
I'll be in there as soon as we're done.
All right. Well, I'm gonna close this broadcast out, guys. Good race, guys.
So,
Mhm.
good job.
Appreciate you,
guys.
appreciate you, Blaze.
Yeah, no problem. No problem, man.
Hey,
Y'all be
awesome
doing that
job
next
there, Mr. Fire Truck.
Yeah, damn good finish, brother.
Yeah.
Just
good